1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7. Rollout switch open. Good morning. It is Friday. Christmas is this Monday, so we have a 3-day weekend. We had a late start today, 9:30. It's not really all that cold. It's not really like super cold yet, so I think that's why we kind of didn't really have any calls today. But I'm on my way now to a HVAC system blowing cold air. The only thing I know about this is that we were there earlier this year and they chose to add refrigerant with sealant, which there is no guarantee on that, and they're made fully aware of that. I don't know if it's going to be a furnace or a hydronic coil or a heat pump. I have no idea, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is very, very odd. As soon as the furnace goes to open up this gas valve here, everything it resets. So right now it's got H there on the display for running and heating. I'm taking an amp draw to see if it pulls like crazy amperage. But when I pull the wires off the gas valve, it runs, tries to light and everything. See? Instantly. And I didn't even see a difference on the amperage. But if I disconnect it, and I connect my leads to it, you'll see it's reading 15 volts because one's common, but this will actually try to ignite. And we'll go much further. And we'll get 24 volts here, 28, 27 volts, whatever. 28 volts, and we're sparking. So, very, very odd. And I don't know if I could just replace this with a standard gas valve. Okay, so I just grabbed a gas valve. It's going to be a tight fit trying to get in there, but I threw some nipples and piped open to a bucket. And I'm going to have to just get started. Okay, so I just shut off the gas. I'll crack this union, and I'll have to pull the burner manifold out in order to get to it. So I'll get started off camera. So I disconnected the union. The gas dropped a lot. It was up to here and dropped that far, but whatever. I did the 4 screws on the manifold and just pops right out. Now I can take this off and put in the new one. Well, now I'm in a situation because I can't tighten it. Cannot spin it. It hits up against this. Okay, so that really stinks because it's the Friday before Christmas, but we have to order him the exact gas valve replacement. Locally, they don't have one that's going to fit, so it's a bummer. But I'm headed now to a rooftop unit that I was at on Wednesday and yesterday. It was tripping a rollout switch, and I thought the control board and the rollout switch were giving issues because there was no rollout happening. But he says that the unit went off again last night, and he had to reset the system this morning. He turned the breaker off and turned it back on. Hoping it's not the same issue because that's gonna stink, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so got the unit again, and it seems like, well, I can hear that nothing is running. And just gotta get off these screws so I can open up the front cover on the unit. Try to keep all those screws together because I hate when the screws don't go back in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7. Rollout switch open. Okay, so if you look right there, one of those wire connectors is burnt. And that was not burnt yesterday. I have thick gloves on, trying to zoom. Right there, it's black. The other one is blue. So it looks like we actually had rollout. Now, why did we have rollout? Okay, so right now we're running our blowers on, and there's our flames. Which all appear to be okay. So, why would we get rollout? I didn't see any rollout, and we're not like hot over here. We're warm. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Maybe I'm just not seeing the rollout, but it's there. I'm gonna see what our gas pressure is at the manifold. Maybe it's too high. I don't know. I'm gonna get my manometer and see. Okay, so our gas pressure actually is low. 3.5 it says here. Actually, do we say on our unit here? Low/high fire manifold pressure, 1.2 to 3.5. Okay, so low is 1.2. W1 is low. So maybe we do need to lower our gas pressure. Huh. I'm gonna see if lowering it makes any difference to 1.2. While it's running, just making sure the amp draw on the inducer rated for 0.78. I'm getting 0.7 at 7.78. So, actually 0.81. What is that? 0.8, 0.79, 0.78, 0.77. Looks like it's moving a little bit, but not far off from the 0.78. I lowered it down, but see what happens. So it's 12:56, and it's been running with the gas pressure adjusted since 12:40. So we're at 16 minutes now of operation, but I want to sit here for a while. It just seems so odd to me that all of a sudden this issue is occurring. The heat exchanger is okay. The inducer is okay. I mean, I guess the gas pressure wasn't okay. But again, it ran that way for years. Not that that's right, but why would that suddenly be causing a problem? I don't know. But, gonna just wait it out and see what happens. I don't know what else. If this doesn't work, I'm not sure what else to do. And again, I don't see any rollout happening, so I don't know. But then there's that charred wire there. Unless something is happening at another point that I'm not seeing. I don't know, maybe the inducer is cutting out, or the gas valve is staying open. Maybe the pilot that is lit intermittently is staying open, but I don't know because it's not happening for me. So we just have to wait. So while I sit here and wait, it's now been 20 minutes. I just sent a text over to HVAC, HVAC, I was on his podcast, and every now and then I'll message him on Instagram. But he only does RTUs, that's his life. So I told him everything that's going on here, because I want to see if he has any advice. I don't really see many RTUs, but I mean, it's just a furnace. I don't know. I don't want to have to come back here for this again. It's just weird. So hopefully, maybe he could give me some sort of a tip. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. I don't know. Okay, so 25 minutes in and we didn't trip, but I'm going to replace that crimp terminal for a fresh one. And then if we're here again, we could see if it chars. And while I wait, I can see if it starts to char too. Hey. Okay, so I got that crimped on. I like to flip the wire over around it so it's like stronger. But get that back in there. A little bit of a tight spot. And I just spoke with the owner of the property. He's a really nice guy. But I feel like an idiot being back here again. And I feel like an idiot now because I can't. I don't know. Like, something. I feel like there's something that I'm missing. And I lost my jumper. No, it's right up here. R. And one on W. And we wait and see what happens. So Hughes Man HVAC said check airflow filters. I just pulled off the filter cover. They have some color on them, but they're pretty clean. Coil looks really clean as well. So, yeah. So I've been texting back and forth with Hughes Man HVAC, and he says that double the gas pressure would probably cause rollout. I'm really hopeful that it's that. It just stinks because like it wasn't tripping for me yesterday, and I feel like as soon as I leave here, it's gonna trip. Even though it ran for almost 30 minutes without any issue. It's running now, it's on 15 minutes, I believe. I wrote the time down. Yeah, we're at 15 minutes, so yeah, it stinks. So I just spoke with Mike too, because I saw Mike had called me and I didn't answer, but he said it was a pocket dial. And he said it's probably it. That's probably the issue. But I'm gonna head out here now, and we'll have to just see what happens. I don't know. It feels like I'm missing something. Like there's something that I don't know to check, or that I don't know. It feels like it's all I'm on my first service call ever. I feel like something's wrong that I'm not figuring out. But the only thing we could really do now is wait and see. So, oh well. Okay, so I am now headed back to the shop. We're just gonna have to see what happens
light,
there.
Turn left onto South Franklin Avenue, then turn right onto West Sunrise Highway.
We just replaced one of those rooftop units recently, and he's worried he's gonna have to replace that one. I don't see any reason to believe that that's going to need to be replaced. I don't believe that we've actually had many issues with that unit as far as I know. I think it's one of the least problematic units, but we'll just have to see what happens.
At the light, turn right onto West Sunrise.
Okay, so I'm done for the day, so I'm making some stops. I stopped at the welding supply. I'm going to get my 3 nitrogen tanks refilled because they're all empty. And then I gotta pick up a part at the supply house. 3 full tanks and another brush. I needed one of these for my tool bag for cleaning different things, burners, and whatever else I need to clean with a wire brush. And just keep everything locked in. That way nothing moves around. Super happy still about how I have such a nice walkway and everything up there, and everything's nice and organized. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Comment any advice or criticisms or feedback, especially regarding that rooftop unit, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.